Good evening or afternoon, everybody, depending on where you are. I am so excited to get to spend a little bit of time with you here this evening. And we have an incredible guest. Crystal, say hi.
Hi, I'm Crystal Blin.
And Crystal Blin is kind of amazing. Like I want to be best friends with her, and you're going to too after you hear this. So my name is Danielle Redner. I'm the Chief Inspiration Officer at Stella. Yes, that's a title. That's a thing. Like luckiest person in the world right here. And what I get to do is talk with and highlight and learn from our incredible brand ambassadors all the day long. And they are pretty amazing. And that's at all three of our brands, at Stella and Dot, at Keep Collective, and at Ever. And so Crystal brings to you an amazing perspective today that you're going to love. She is what we call a star director. It's one of our top leadership levels at Keep Collective. Crystal, by the way, do you have any idea how much you have sold in Keep product over your career, which is what? When did you join us? 20?
So I just, a week ago, I celebrated my 4-year anniversary. So I do know it's been 4 years since I've been doing this, and I hit a personal goal of mine, and I have over $200,000 in sales.
Yes, I love that you knew. I feel like most people don't know. I love that you knew. So she has sold over $200,000 in lifetime sales. She has been top in both sales and sponsoring in her career. She is from Iowa. She has she's actually just pretty cool. I got to know her a little bit at our annual sales conference this year because I was honored to spend some time with her on the stage. She calls herself an Iowa farm girl, lipstick junkie, chai tea lover, and entrepreneur in social retail. Okay, you're going to love to hear her story. Without further ado, I want to give it over to her, but I want to let you know that one of the things we love to do at the Stella and Dot family brands is give away free product. So below, if in the thread of this, you hashtag SD for all and tag 2 friends who don't know about Stella and Dot, we're going to do, or Keep, wherever, we're going to do a drawing at the end of this session for $250 shopping spree, and it could be you. Like, you got to be in it to win it. So right now, hashtag below, tag a couple people, but as promised, without further ado, okay, Crystal, just tell us about you. Where you come from? Had you ever done anything like this before? How'd you find out about Keep?
And Danielle, I should say, I think there's a bonus hashtag tonight, just hashtag social retail, I heard. So
let's make it so.
Yes, I'm really excited to be here because, I am dressed up tonight, which I'm obsessing over the reversible leopard jacket. But I'm a farm girl that just also likes to get dressed up every once in a while and share people's stories. And that was why I was really drawn to Keep Collective 4 years ago. I had a corporate job in agriculture marketing. So yes, like I love cows and corn and all kinds of things like that. But I traveled a ton for that corporate career. My husband and I, we were kind of newlyweds, and I just felt like I needed something more. I needed a community. And for me, we live just outside of a relatively small community in Iowa, and it is a fantastic place to live. But when I was on the road all the time, I never got to connect with those people. And so I felt like I just didn't have a chance to make friends in our small town. However, when I found Keep Collective, it dialed me into this absolutely incredible community of women from all kinds of backgrounds and that had all kinds of interests. And it allowed me to have these online friendships, which my husband, he always does like air quotes. He's like, your friends. And I'm like, no, they're my online friends. And it sounds like maybe like a weird online dating thing, but the women that I have met, one from the people that have joined our team and then the customers that I get to deal with, I mean, that has brought me so much joy. And what I think now is that now I get to know all these Stella and Dot stylists and all these Ever specialists because we're all coming together as one, which makes me so incredibly excited. I think every girl, okay, maybe not every girl, but this girl definitely dreamed of having kind of that boutique, right? Like, how fun would it be to have an accessory store or a jewelry store or a clothing store, or be able to like go pick out whatever lipstick you wanted to wear. But I can tell you from being in marketing and having a career in marketing for 10 years, like, I don't want the brick and mortar. I don't want to develop the website. I don't want to make the marketing images. And so I think that stops a lot of people from diving into having their own business. And when you're a part of the Stella and Dot family of brands and this new social retail, it removes all of those barriers for you.
Okay, yes, mic drop. So, okay, tell us this. How did you get started in Keep? And, okay, so that's question number one. How did you get started? Had you ever done anything like this before? I know you've been in like agricultural sales, so I don't know if you found any commonality there. And then when we think about how you're going to take your Keep business and move forward into our new world of SD retail or social retail, can you just explain to us why you're excited about that and what that means to somebody who might not know?
So I am, again, one of those online friends. My mentor, Charlene Garcia, she's from California. I'm in Iowa, but we had this connection through agriculture, and she knew how much I love turquoise. So she reached out to me one day and said, hey, here's some turquoise jewelry. It was some turquoise stones, which she told me how the turquoise means friendship, because Keep is really about storytelling and choosing individual pieces that represent you. And I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I kind of forgot about it. I was at a work event and I actually didn't even respond back to her. So thankfully, Charlene followed up in a couple of weeks later, and she was like, hey, I've just been thinking about you more and wanted to know what you thought about the bracelets. And there's this gal named Jessica Heron that I think you would like love following some of her work. And that's the thing, is that I love in this company, Jessica Heron. I mean, she is the ultimate boss lady. I mean, she's absolutely incredible, but she's not untouchable. I love it that when we go to our events, like, she talks to everyone and anyone. And so I was really intrigued by her. And so I said, well, I think my friends are going to like this. So instead of me just buying the turquoise friends and you selling to my friends, like, why don't I just sell to my friends? And that's what I did. So I signed up. I'd actually never owned a piece of Keep before. Like, I'd never seen it in person before. The kit was the first thing I saw. I invited some friends over to my house, and I hit, that's the great thing within all three of these companies, is they have all these different ways that, one, you earn great commissions, but then two, you earn product credit. So by the end of my little in-home event with my friends, I had all this product credit plus commissions, cash in my pocket. So I could go buy, the things that I wanted, but then the commissions got to be used for fun things beyond the jewelry.
And I'm going to stop you for a second, because I love that you didn't even know about Keep, and then you became so passionate about it. Sometimes I feel like Keep is like the best kept secret. We need to talk about it more, because it really is this storytelling concept for, yet it's cute, right? For people who are passionate about that. Then we've got Stella Dot, which sort of fills the passion, people who have a passion for fashion. And then we've got Ever, who fills the people who have a passion for clinical, that's a word, skincare, meaning it's efficacious and it's good for you, which is hard. So Keep appealed most to you, but now we're going to be breaking down those walls and allowing all of our ambassadors from those three brands to take part in all three. So what does that mean to you and just to someone who might not know?
I think it's super cool in the company that we've kind of like coined this phrase, you do you, which, I mean, lots of people are saying that now, right? Like, just in society, like, you do you. And for me in Keep Collective, I've always been very much about that on our team, like, you do you. So I decided to take this big. About a year and a half into Keep Collective, I left my corporate career, and between the farm and this is what I do full time. But not everybody is like that. There's a lot of people on our team that they just want the discount, and they might sell to friends and family. And then there might be like this mid-range where, like, yeah, maybe having some friends do this with me appeals to me, and I want to make $500 a month. So first of all, it's always been you do you within our individual brands. But now, as we move into social retail and all three are together, we still get to do you. So if you are really passionate about skincare, you lead with Ever. But you know what? Your friends might like a cute tank top or a necklace that celebrates a certain milestone. So, you lead with Ever and dabble in the others. Or maybe you want to do Keep and Stella together. I mean, Keep Collective doesn't have bags, so why would we not talk about all the amazing bags with Stella and Dot? But with Keep Collective, I mean, you talk about cute jewelry that tells your story. Here's a secret. Farm jewelry is not that cute normally.
What is farm jewelry? I don't even know.
It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just weird. But I think our Delight Center thinks, probably me and a lot of girls on my team, because I'm not the only farm girl that does this, they laugh at us when like they see things like Live Love Cows engraved on pieces. But I love it because I get to tell exactly what my story is. And my customers, they have some very unique stories too. So we tell unique stories with Keep, but then we throw in a statement earring or a fun jacket like this. So it's still that you do you mentality. I just think, though, if you're one of the people that do want to earn a little bit more money, the potential is so much bigger now, because now you have such a breadth of product. It's like walking into Target. You want to buy all the things. Well, now people can come to you and buy all the things.
So beautifully said, because you're right. Why? And they work so well together, right? I wear my Keep with my Stella and Dot all the time. And of course I use Ever. So yeah, that was beautifully said.
And I'll say that with Ever. So clean beauty is not that high of a priority to me. I just want the stuff to work. But I started using Ever this summer before I even knew this happened. And I was like, I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to buy the regimen. Holy cow. I mean, my skin is amazing. So if I can get like those kinds of results and it's good for me, like I'm all about that. So I think, again, that's like the you do you situation. Some people really like the clean skincare is super important to them, and other people just want good stuff. But then there's a lot of people that want both.
Yeah, I have 2 words for you: youthful eye cream. Okay, moving on. So tell me about, again, so well said. Tell me about, you touched on like the earnings have been, really made a difference in your life. So tell us what are the things that you love most about being an ambassador, and then what's it enabled you to do, both the earnings and the other rewards?
Well, today I went and got my hair done. So, I mean, you can do really simple things like that. I also got on a plane and flew to Ohio and bought a really expensive cow in Ohio and brought her back to Iowa.
Wait, we did that today?
No, not today. That was
I was like, you had a very busy day and you're still here talking to us? Okay, good. But so it enables those things.
Yes. So, if it's for you, if you're like, hey, if I could cover my kids' preschool or soccer lessons, that would be great. Or maybe you just want to walk into Hobby Lobby guilt-free and buy, well, you can already buy all the Christmas decorations since they're already out. That's the great thing is if you have a small goal or a big goal, I mean, I like to call it my keep money. My husband said that once this turned into a full-time job, he's like, it's not the keep money anymore. It's the money. But I mean, I'm not going to quote the right number here, but the amount of people, it's a high percent. I think it's like 60%, 40% people have a side gig. And I'm kind of like, why wouldn't you? People want cute accessories. They want jewelry. They want stuff. So why not you be the one that offers it to them?
Yeah, it's a great point. Like I think it's 1 in 5 people have some sort of side gig, but in the millennial age group, it's even higher. It's like 3 in 5 or something. Yeah, definitely. And then I think also it's the kind of thing that you can work into your other job. 85% of our ambassadors work another job part-time or full-time, or they have 4 kids, or they have a whole lot of cows, or whatever the case may be, but they're busy, so works around that. What are some of the other perks? Because I love the income. I love also that you said for many people, like what would you do with an extra $200 or $300 or $400 or $500 a month? It doesn't, that is a life-changing amount of money. It pays that significant bill or enables you to have some choice or treat yourself with the blowout or the trip to Ohio. But are there other perks that you love about being an ambassador too?
Well, there's two things. So one, also the discount. I mean, that's another reason to just sign up this time of year, because you know you're going to have to buy Christmas presents for your niece and your sister-in-law and the teachers. And now with the Breath of Product line, I mean, especially when you join and your first 30 days, you get 50% off. I mean, that is incredible. So, I mean, just the discount alone. But then I would say the other thing is just the opportunity to have these friendships. I mean, honestly, the women that I've met in this are some of my best friends now. My sister and mom actually do this also with me. So, you know, I always think it's funny when people are like, oh, well, you know, my mom or sister, I wouldn't be able to sell to them. I was like, well, I can't, because they're sharing this with their friends already. But when I get to take trips a couple times a year to meet up with, you know, these ambassadors, I mean, that is so much fun. And I am fortunate. I've traveled a lot in my life, but there are women that going to our annual conference, which there's going to be 3 this year, all across the country. Sometimes that is the first time they have ever, you know, left their kids at home or hopped on a plane. And you want to talk about personal development and growth. Bottom line, like, I think that is one of the most important things in this company is Jessica Heron. She just wants to empower women. And so you might come in and do this for a short amount of time and just grow your confidence so that you have enough confidence to go out and do something else. I think that is honestly one of the most important parts. And it's hard to express because people are like, yeah, I don't know if that'll happen to me. No, it will. And you'll be really surprised when it does happen to you.
You're so right about that. Like, that really, I've always said to people, yes, it's a side gig, but it's really a personal growth gig. It's you know, really what you're doing. All right, tell us, somebody's going to be watching this. Don't forget, by the way, if you hashtag below, we're going to do 2, hashtag SD for all or hashtag social retail. You are going to get entered in a drawing. We're going to give away a $250 shopping spree at the end of this webinar. But I bet there are people watching Crystal who are like, okay, great for her, but I don't listen to her speak. I don't have her eloquence. I don't have her confidence. I don't live maybe in a similar area. Maybe I live in a more urban area and she lives in a more rural area, or maybe I'm younger or older, or, you know, whatever. People tell themselves all kinds of stuff because they may or may not have some things in common with you or someone else that they know. What would you say to somebody who's thinking, I wish I could, but?
Oh, I just wish I will believe in you, all the belief you need, or whatever mentor you sign up with. I mean, this is a community unlike any other communities. There's so much support and help, and you don't have to have it all figured out. I mean, I didn't even know what the jewelry really looked like, and I signed up. So, and I mean, if you want proof, I'm a big Instagram junkie. And so if you go to Instagram and you search hashtag Keep Collective, hashtag Ever Skincare, hashtag Stella and Dot, you will see the diversity in this community, and you are going to see all kinds of shapes and sizes and ages and backgrounds. There's even a few good men that do this. And so this is an inclusive space for all. And like I said, like, honestly, if you look at me on Instagram, an hour ago, I had like on a sweatshirt and I was out in our cornfield. I mean, I had to come in here and put lipstick and this leopard jacket on. This business opportunity is for everyone, and we will help you figure it out.
And the product, I got to tell you, I was playing around with the Keep new holiday product, which is launching in just a few days. I was playing around with it this morning. I'm Canadian, you're from Iowa, so I bet we both love the Winter Wonderland Trio.
Yeah, well, it's typically like a third, well, like a good 6 months even here in Iowa. So, yeah. I mean, and the thing is, I will tell you, if you think like it's about to get good, I am lucky in my leadership level that I have seen some things that will happen for 2020 and spring in terms of product. This line is incredible, but it doesn't have anything on what's about to come. So, I mean, that just makes me so excited.
and the opportunity to sell not only the brand that you're passionate about, but 2 others too. So Crystal Blin, I really do want to be your bestie.
Well, best friends forever. I think there's a charm that says that.
And I'm going to send you the other half of it, like the break apart thing, because I think you're amazing and you're such a great representation of what our community is all about. So if you are listening to this, and by the way, you heard my Canadian on the about. I even heard it. If any part of you is like, man, I want to know more, we would love to tell you more. You can go check out the website of the brand that most appeals to you, everskin.com, keepcollective.com, or stella.com. Check it out. We would love to help you join us right now and be part of this fall movement also to revolutionize the industry as we go into SD retail in the new year, where you don't have to pick. And our ultimate holiday edit comes out in just a couple of weeks with cross-brand selection, over 250 products from all 3 brands. So pick the one you're passionate about, but know that you get access to amazing product from all 3 brands that will appeal to like all of your friends. We're the first company to ever do this, and we are recreating the work from home opportunity again, all over again in this thing we call SD retail. So tag 2 friends below. We hope that you'll consider joining us. And any last words, Crystal, before we hang up?
Just, you won't regret it. Just go on the website, get signed up right now. You'll be matched with an incredible mentor, or if you know the last person that you bought from, reach out to them, ask them some questions. Like, don't wait until 2020. Now is the time to start.
On that note, thank you, Crystal Blin. And thank you for tuning in. Mwah.